Hello there, everyone. This is Kathleen with Elven Star Reiki, and I am here today to do a little bit of a different video. I want to tell my story. I want to share with you what led me to become a healer, first of all, and what led me to do this crazy thing with opening up my own energy healing center. I have talked quite a bit on my social media pages, just in little brief chunks and bits about some of everything that I have been through as far as chronic pain, suffering from addiction, depression, and all of that. So this is kind of a nice, neatly packaged presentation of what led me to become a healer. I would like to read this to you now, and it's certainly not everything that I have been through. It's just a tiny little fraction of my story, but it's really important for me to have you understand why it is I do what I do and how much Reiki helped me. Okay, so this is actually an email that I sent to someone, a new friend on Facebook, who wanted me to tell him a little bit more about myself and what led me to Reiki. So with that, I'll begin. My interest in energy healing began when I was suffering from a low back injury. L5 through S1 disc herniation with sciatica so severe that I could barely walk. I had a discectomy and laminectomy done in 2006 that was undoing itself due to degenerative disc disease. Prior to a second low back surgery consultation, I sought out a chiropractor, and that is when I was introduced to Reiki. The chiropractor had a Reiki practitioner who shared his office. I was skeptical, but I thought, what could it hurt? Between the two modalities and enzyme supplements that he provided, I was astonished to walk away completely pain-free after only 3 months. My mind was absolutely blown. I wanted to learn more, and this led me down a rabbit hole of learning all that I could about energy healing and the path to holistic wellness. I had to understand how this happened and learn how to heal myself naturally. I was on around 20 different medications, including opiates at that time, and that led to a worsening depression and also an addiction to pain medication. When I realized I was in trouble there, I sought help and I did go to treatment. About 2 years of sobriety I had under my belt. Then I had another devastating injury. This time, my foot was crushed by an old oven door falling on my foot. After 3 failed fusion surgeries and 2+ years of not being able to walk, opiate addiction again reared its ugly head. I went to treatment a second time, and this time I was able to stay clean. I found a doctor who specialized in chronic pain and addiction at Swedish in Seattle, Washington. I was committed to changing my life and knew I could never take opiates again or have another surgery, or it would be my downfall. I began researching nutrition and anti-inflammatory diets. I also wanted to begin getting off of all of the antidepressants I was on because I could not feel anything except numbness and apathy. Over the course of 1 year, I tapered each drug and replaced each with a coordinating amino acid. I am happy to report that I was able to get off all medications except for 2. I have been clean for 10 years, and my clean date is July 11th, 11/11. So 10 years. Yeah, 10 years this last July. So now with Reiki, I trained in this relatively recently. In 2018, I did levels 1 and 2. And then in 2019 is when I got my master level. I was and am a born psychic, and I took to this modality like a duck to water. I feel that I was a healer in my past lives, and it was very natural to me. With Reiki, I have kept my addiction in remission, healed my chemically imbalanced brain, and successfully treated and continue to treat my chronic pain. I can work, hike, swim, and remain quite active despite all of my injuries. I was also in a car accident in 2017, and I now have a herniated C4 disc and military neck. From that, I am still recovering, but I am gaining traction. I just opened up an energy healing and wellness center. Okay, you guys know all that. And I did really get here against all odds. I am here to help others who suffered as I did and show them how to take control of their chronic conditions without drugs and surgeries. Oh, there's more. So I now work and live with the fairy races and am fully awakened to the spiritual realms. I am in constant telepathic contact from my spiritual team. I also have awakened to my galactic heritage and origins, and my higher self is a 9 million-year-old Syrian elven queen that rules over the Council of 12, which is the Syrian Elven Council of the Galactic Federation of Light. They are ascended or angelic elves. I am clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, and claircognizant. So that's me in a nutshell. I mean, as you guys know, there's a lot more to me than that, but I really wanted to share with you what led me to all this crazy stuff. I mean, I already was, psychic. I grew up in a haunted house. I've seen ghosts all my life, and that, naturally led me to be curious about the spirit world. But when it comes to the Reiki, what I did not expect or even understand, years ago with Reiki, is that when you attune to the Reiki energy, it raises your vibration. And when you raise up your vibration, the spirits that are, in higher realms are able to connect with you better. So it was through Reiki, walking through the Reiki doors, as they call it, that I was able to fully develop all of my psychic gifts. So that is my story in a nutshell. And, if anybody out there is suffering, just know that there are natural ways. You don't have to have drugs. You don't have to have surgeries. I'm not completely against Western medicine. I mean, it certainly has its uses, but for chronic conditions, Reiki and energy healing are definitely the way to go. They completely changed my life. I shouldn't even be walking. I really shouldn't. I almost lost my foot. The bone in my foot actually died. And the only thing that's really holding it together is the metal plate, and also the fact that my body calcified. It made like this little cocoon egg of calcium to keep me from going necrotic in my foot. So I still have to be very careful in what I do. But God, I mean, for having low back injury, and now I have my injury in my neck and my foot, plus I have fibromyalgia, I have arthritis everywhere in my body. I suffer from migraines, and I have TMJ issues. So, that's a lot of pain. And really that is what, fueled my addiction. I wish I had never gotten started on pain medication. But, it is what it is. And all of that I went through became part of who I am today. And I think that I went through all of this pain so I could grow and learn, and then one day be here to help others heal, others that are suffering as I did. So I hope you consider Reiki energy healing as part of your regimen to help your health and wellness. So anyway, I've babbled long enough. I hope everybody is having a great day, and I will be back to talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.